You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
I want to be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border. Do not come. Do not come. The United States will continue to enforce our laws and secure our border. And I believe if you come to our border, you will be turned back.
This is June 8, 2021. Those are the words of Vice President Harris, who flew over our southern border. Yeah, she flew right over our southern border and then went about 1,500 miles south, stopping in Guatemala, part of the Northern Triangle, where she met the Guatemalan president and then delivered that speech telling anyone in Guatemala and elsewhere through Central America and Mexico, do not come to our border. Do not come. Well, there are several points that suddenly catch fire. One of them is from the progressive left. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez with all the rest of them saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? We campaigned on an open border. You said you were for open borders. You were for not criminalizing it. And not only did you say do not come, you said you will be turned back. But wait a minute. There's something hidden in there. She did not say you will be turned back. She said, I believe you will be turned back. In other words, there's still no real policy with the Biden-Harris administration regarding our border. She goes down to Guatemala and into the Northern Triangle with $4 billion, basically trying to bribe these countries to keep their people there. Now, we are told it's going to go into money to help the people and so forth. The people in those areas know that there is graft and corruption at every level of their government. Guatemala apparently being a little cleaner than Honduras and El Salvador, but still they worry the money's never going to get to the people in need. Trump recognized that. That's why he canceled a lot of that. Plus the countries down there were not spending any money we sent down to them to help contain their people and to really create something for them. And so that's why he yanked it out. Well, now she's going back along with the Biden blessing, $4 billion. $4 billion. And she's still not visiting our southern border. Why? Well, she says, I'm going to phrase it for her. I'm focusing on a grand scheme. I'm not focusing on grandstanding. Oh, this lady loves to grandstand, so she would go to the border if it'd be beneficial to her. But we know it wouldn't be, would it? And, of course, she's also denouncing the Biden-Harris White House and progressives are responsible for the border tsunami. It's not our fault everybody's coming. The president of Guatemala said the other day, it is your fault. Biden opened the door, and the rest of you. Well, now with the $4 billion or part of it coming to him, he said, well, maybe I was a little wrong. A little wrong. Give me. I'm not saying he's selling out directly like that, but would you not be swayed to kind of temper your statement, change it, maybe go 180 degrees? Yeah. So is the money going to solve issues or create a bribe? Former President Obama speaking out on Anderson Cottonmouth Cooper, saying the conservative media, Larry Conners, USA, and others, are capitalizing on fear white people have. Senator Tim Scott, black Republican, says America's not a racist nation. Leo Terrell, civil rights attorney, a black attorney, says Obama's the last one to be speaking out about critical race theory and speaking about that whiteness is being promoted against black people. That's Leo Terrell. We'll get into all that. Plus a perfect example of how the state-controlled media does stoke racial divide itself and ignores facts or shuts down opposing voices on a constant basis. You know they do, so we might as well document it again. And then we have the story of the New York Times editorial board member. She said, I took a trip to Long Island this last weekend, and I was disturbed. I saw so many U.S. flags. I was disturbed. She was triggered by too many U.S. flags. There's a little more to the story. We got it all. Lock and load. Ready on the right.
You can hear podcast of this program at Larry Connors USA Facebook. Larry Connors USA Facebook.